And let's cross live to Jabi District in Abuja, where the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Yesam Wike, is officially flagging off the construction of a new magistrate court complex. The project, located along the Asuko J. Okon Way by Obafemi Awolowo Way, is part of the administration's wider infrastructure drive across the FCT.
The project was awarded in May 2025, and the scope of work includes construction of one block of 4-story building magistrate court, comprising of 6 courts with magistrate chambers, conference room, library, office accommodation, and other facilities like gate house, generator house, fencing, external work, as well as furnishing. The excellence of this construction, the project will provide opportunity for job creation, both direct and indirect. And when completed, it will provide facilities for maintaining proper and efficient service delivery, judicial service delivery. The contractor is just mobilizing to site, and the project is expected to be completed in 18 months. Thank you, Your Excellency, for coming, and God bless you all. Thank you.
The Executive Secretary, FCDA, has explicated what is expected to be found within the jurisdiction of this project. And in doing so, he has explained how the FCT administration intentionally is putting up this structure to ensure that magistrates are comfortable in doing their work, which is basically to ensure that citizens get justice wherever they seek it. And in doing so, everyone who works within this space in the judiciary must always have their heads in the right places in order to deliver whatever it is that they need to deliver for the peace of mind of all citizens. And therefore, we're pretty excited by this project. We're very happy that the Honorable Minister of the FCT has chosen to provide this project to members of this particular honorable space in order to ensure that citizens are happier and that those who work have the best facilities to do their work. So to work for the FCT as a consultant, contractor, or even as a staff, there is a certain modicum of efficiency. Everyone must be at their best, doing their job over and beyond the call of duty. For contractors, no project must be left unfinished. This mantra is what has led to a brighter, more open FCT and area councils. I always say that since I'm pretty bad with finding my way, even in a big house, I now need a guide to go through the changing landscape of the FCT. Wherever you turn in Abuja, there's a bright and beautiful road, there's a new structure that speaks to the energy and the drive and the intentionality of the Honorable Minister of the FCT. Under his leadership, the FCT and the entire team are doing a yeoman's job. And of course, this cannot happen without the support of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of Africa's largest nation. No abandoned project, says the FCT. Under this dispensation, every contractor is made to deliver a public commitment. Please help me welcome contractors to this project. Mr. Esco Brown, CEO, Polish Realty. Please welcome him as he makes his way to the podium.
Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Barrister Wike, CON, ranking members of the National Assembly, magistrates here present, our royal fathers, top officials of the FCT and FCDA, permit me to stand on all other existing protocol, other esteemed stakeholders, distinguished guests, and my fellow citizens. On behalf of Polish Realty Nigeria Limited, I warmly welcome everyone to this momentous occasion, the official flag-off of the construction of one block of magistrate courts here in Jabi District, the Federal Capital City. It is a privilege and honor to be part of this project, one we don't take lightly at all. This event is not just a ceremonial beginning, but a significant milestone in bringing to reality the Honorable Minister's vision to strengthen and administer justice and advance the rule of law in our community. The construction of this project is a strategic infrastructural project that would enhance judicial capacity, accessibility, and efficiency. Every component of this project has been designed carefully to develop and optimize functionality, user experience, and sustainability, while also reflecting the aesthetic standards of our capital city. At Police Realty, our vision is to be a leading construction and real estate firm that embodies genuine commitment and true sustainability. Over the years, we have successfully delivered several projects within the FCT and beyond, consistently adhering to the global best practices in construction, project management, risk control, quality assurance, and stakeholders engagement. I can assure you that this project will be no exception. We reaffirm our pledge to deliver this project within the stipulated timeline, scope of work, and budgetary framework, without even compromising on quality or safety. Breakdown structures, milestone tracking, and performance monitoring to ensure seamless execution from commencement to finish. To sincerely appreciate the Honorable Minister and the FCT administration for awarding this project to Police Realty Limited. Your leadership, sir, and vision will continue to inspire progress and transformation across Abuja. We want to sincerely put on record that we are grateful for the confidence reposed in us. To our contractors, consultants, and all stakeholders involved, I want to encourage us to work collaboratively, maintaining the high standards of health, safety, and environmental compliance, while ensuring that our deliverables align with the expectation of all stakeholders. As we break ground today, let us be reminded that this project goes beyond concrete and steel. It is a building trust, confidence, and hope in our justice system. It is about creating more access to justice to our people and strengthening the foundation of fairness and equity in our society. Thank you, and may this project be a success story that reflects collective efforts to all involved. God bless the FCT. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much indeed. Only yesterday, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, in speaking generally to contractors who work in the FCT, reminded them that he will provide the mobilization required to get them to finish on time or even before schedule, which is what he called for yesterday. And in doing so, he mentioned on a general scale that he did not want to hear that his contractors were getting married to new wives or were suddenly now beginning to remember that they hadn't paid school fees. That the money he deploys to them is meant for the project. So it's always very heartwarming when we listen to contractors to the project give their commitment. I'd like to thank Mr. Esco Brown, CEO, Police Realty, correct? Yes, Police Realty, who are responsible for this project that is being flagged off today. We wish you well. We have heard all you have said. The minister has taken it on board, and all of us, as always, are witnesses to what you have said. Congratulations on getting the project. In a short while from now, a couple of months, we will certainly be back to commission it. We thank you most sincerely. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my lords, we thank you for being here with us for this all-important ceremony, which is the flag-off. It is public knowledge that I wanted to be a lawyer. It's everywhere. But God called me elsewhere, and I can assure you that I am thankful. I have lawyers in my family, which is great. So I'm always having people who can defend me and look out for me. Every time I have members of the judiciary, therefore, around me. I'm very excited, even though they are often referred to as learned gentlemen. I believe I'm well schooled, but that is a conversation for another day, since I'm not so referred. We therefore again, thank you most sincerely for joining us for this event. And I'd like at this point to now welcome for his Honorable Justice S.C. Origi, who is representing my Lord Honorable Justice Hussein Baba Yusuf, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, FCT High Court. After the Minister and esteemed ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
and your colleagues.
Okay. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, my brother, Chief Barrister Wike, Grand Service Star of Rivers State, Life Bencher, CON, distinguished invited guests, Your Excellency, you permit me to adopt the protocol already established, but permit me to recognize my brother judges who are here, honorable judges of the FCT High Court, and the magistrates, your worships of the FCT Judiciary, who are indeed the primary beneficiaries of this project. Permit me also at this occasion to respectfully acknowledge and appreciate the presence of my brother and my mentor in the legal profession, under whose tutelage I learned the rudiments of legal practice, the Honorable Frank A. Owo, former Attorney General of Rivers State. You are welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now it is with regret and apology that my Lord the Honorable Chief Judge, our leader, Honorable Justice Hussein Baba Yusuf, is not present at this event. I'm sure he has already conveyed his apologies to Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, but let me also publicly apologize on His Lordship's behalf for his absence. He has therefore directed me to represent him at this very important occasion. Please accept his apologies. Now, it is no longer news that the Federal Capital Territory, by the way, this is the speech on behalf of my Lord the Chief Judge, not my speech. It is no longer news that the Federal Capital Territory Administration, under the able leadership of His Excellency Chief Barrister Dr. Wike, Grand Service Star of Rivers State, Life Bencher CON, has embarked on several developmental projects in the FCT, touching almost every sphere of our national life. These include construction of roads, flyovers, parks, bus terminals, water projects, and other critical facilities. The judiciary, especially the FCT judiciary, and the legal profession are not left out. Today's epoch-making event specifically concerns the FCT judiciary, and I am delighted to join you all on this remarkable occasion of the flag-off ceremony for the construction of a magistrate court complex here in Jabi by His Excellency. Collect for a quick and responsive justice system, FCT. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and comes at a time when the judiciary is subjected to intense public attention and expectations. This intervention is therefore of great significance to the FCT judiciary in the sense that it goes to the very core of access to justice, which perfectly aligns with our strategic objective of an inclusive justice system. We believe that bringing the court to the doorstep of court users is one of our strategic services. I therefore sincerely thank Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, for this timely project and many other projects already embarked upon by your good self for the judiciary and the legal profession with the approval of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, including 1, design and construction of magistrate court complex at Sokoro,
2, design and construction of Magistrate Court Complex, Gariki. 3, design, construction, and furnishing of office complex for the body of benches. 4, design and construction of 10 staff quarters for Nigerian Law School, Abuja campus. 5, design, construction, and furnishing of 10 residential housing units for the Honorable Justices of the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. Design, construction, and furnishing of 10 residential housing units for the Honorable Judges of the Federal High Court, Abuja Division. 7, design, construction, and furnishing of 20 residential housing units for the Honorable Judges of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, which are on owner-occupier basis. 8, replacement of 2 lifts or elevators in the High Court Complex, Maitama, FCT, Abuja. And 9, construction of permanent site of the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal. We are glad also that His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, is at the verge of embarking on the automation of the High Court of the FCT and provision of electronic recording devices for the court. This means that in the near future, honorable judges of the court will no longer record proceedings in longhand. Your Excellency, I confirm to you, sir, that your interventions and support to the FCT Judiciary as Honorable Minister of FCT are unprecedented. We are indeed grateful and pray God to strengthen and enable Your Excellency to do more. At this juncture, may I request most respectfully Your Lordships and Magistrates of the FCT High Court to please rise and give a resounding applause to His Excellency as a token of our appreciation for all that he has done and all that he will yet do for us. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We are very grateful. Please, you may take your seats. These ongoing projects, which for us symbolize progress and growth, are not just great lessons in patriotism, but a perfect model for how government institutions can work together to address issues and challenges around administration of justice through strategic interventions for the overall legal and socio-economic development of the country. The construction of this state-of-the-art facility, that is the Magistrate Court Complex, Jabi, stands as a symbol of Your Excellency's enduring pursuit of an environment that fosters professionalism within the judiciary and provides the necessary infrastructure to support quick and effective justice system rooted in public trust and confidence. It represents a beacon of hope and fairness for generations to come. It will also provide an enabling environment for our esteemed magistrates, lawyers, and staff to perform their vital responsibilities. On behalf of the FCT Judiciary, sir, I want to assure Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, and the general public that this project and other ongoing projects, upon completion, would be promptly utilized to accommodate some of the magistrates that are currently sharing courtrooms. I thank you all, and thank you very much, Your Excellency.
My Lord, Honorable Justice. A copious amount of his speech talking about the fact that this is a landmark event, which is important at this time when the judiciary is subjected to public attention. And he says it is the very core of access to justice for the ordinary man, and it engenders public trust and confidence. Please give him another round of applause. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, my lords, distinguished, esteemed guests, as the world revolves on its axis and continues to change every day, we find new ways of doing things, and the modernization of the globe in a complex world is a constant reminder of how things are changing all over the world. In this complex world, where we find more and more that gratitude is taken for granted, wherever you find someone who says thank you is a sore for sore eyes, and it also warms the heart. The FCT is one of those agencies and one of those institutions that believes in thanks wherever they go. A vote of thanks is always on the program for commissioning or flag-offs. It's time now for me to invite the man to do the honors today, Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary, Legal Services Secretariat, Godia Gamia Bawa, as he makes his way to deliver his vote of thanks. Please encourage him. It's a long walk. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Your Lordships, the Honorable Justices of the FCT Judiciary here present, I'm greatly honored to be given this responsibility to deliver the vote of thanks. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and all stakeholders gathered here today, it is my singular honor and privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude. First and foremost, we thank the Almighty God for granting us the grace to witness this historic occasion, the flag off of the construction of a magistrate court in the FCT. And promoting peace and order in our communities. Our sincere appreciation goes to the Honorable Minister of the FCT, whose visionary leadership and commitment to justice delivery have made this project possible. We equally thank the Judiciary for their steadfast partnership and invaluable guidance in ensuring that this new facility will meet the needs of our people. To our community leaders and residents of the Federal Capital Territory, we say thank you for your support, cooperation, and goodwill as we embark on this noble project. We also acknowledge the efforts of the contractors, engineers, and technical teams who will bring this vision to life. Finally, to all our invited guests, the media, and every one of you present, we are grateful for your presence, your encouragement, and your prayers. Your participation today underscores the importance of this initiative and strengthens our collective resolve to build a more just and equitable society. Once again, thank you all, and may God bless the Federal Capital Territory and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Most sincerely, Gadia Gamia Bawa, Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary, Legal Services Secretariat of the FCT. Your Excellencies, my Lords, Area Council Chairmen are here, as well as heads of agencies of the FCT. And of course, we have our mandate secretaries, permanent secretaries, coordinators, and special assistants to the Honorable Minister, as well as political party headships that are here, and friends and associates of the Honorable Minister, as well as heads of security agencies that have all gathered here for this epoch-making event. We thank you for your presence. We appreciate you. We remain in sober reflection today in the FCT as we remember with fondness a woman who would have been here in the front row, Honorable Grace Adailo, Head of Service of the FCT, who passed yesterday. Every day is about legacy. She left behind her smile, her energy, and her hard work, and her memory is all around us. We remember her with fondness. We understand what it means for her family, and we send our commiserations to the Honorable Minister, who was her boss and who she fondly called my leader. A first list can sometimes be painful. To make a place better can sometimes be disruptive, but in the end, the benefits outweigh the discomfort. We rise because we paid our dues, We rise because we put in the work. We rise because we're patient. We rise because we collaborate. No man can rise all by himself. We rise because we trust our team. For a man who understands team building, who believes in legacy, it's time now to join me to welcome barrister and politician, former local government chair, former two-term governor, one-time Minister of Education, the Honorable Minister of FCT, famously known as Mr. Project, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike.
My Lord, the Chief Judge of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, ably represented by my dear brother, Justice Origi, Justices of the FCT High Court, Magistrates of the FCT, the single senators here present, permanent secretaries and mandate secretaries, area council chairmen, our dear leaders, traditional rulers who are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. My Lord, the Chief Judge, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, once again, I appreciate and thank you and your brother judges and the magistrates for honoring this invitation. Yes, I did speak with my Lord, the Chief Judge, who is unavoidably absent. My Lord, you've been able to read out what the FCT administration is doing as regards the justice sector. But it has to be put in place that all we're doing are just the initiatives of Mr. President, but executed by us or implemented by us. Mr. President has always believed that you cannot have a talk about it, quick dispensation of justice when you don't provide the enabling environment, just like when he came to Port Harcourt in 2023, before his inauguration. At that time, he was president-elect. He came and inaugurated the magistrate court complexes we built. And he said, you can't talk about fighting corruption when you don't provide the enabling environment for the judges and magistrates, when you don't provide welfare for them. It will be very difficult. I have been going around, and sometimes when you see where our judges and magistrates sit, it's very, very embarrassing. And then you still consider, or you still want them to deliver justice quickly as you want them to do. You need to provide good enabling environments, good offices, good court calls for them to be able to do that. Sometimes you go and you see where justices are living as tenants. And then sometimes when they are not able to pay on time, they are at the mercy of the landlords. The landlord can use their car and block the gates and say, look, they have not paid us. Go away. That can be embarrassing. Even where they are living, you don't even know where criminals are. Sometimes there are kind of criminal matters, and they're living with even those criminals around. So how do you want to guarantee their life? And Mr. President has said that has to come to a stop. And let me assure you, before the end of the first tenure of Mr. President, we would have solved 80% of your accommodation problems. Before this tenure ends, we would have solved 80% of your accommodation problem in terms of housing. By October this year, we are going to hand over 20 units of duplexes, 4-bedroom flats to the FCT High Court. And before next year, by June next year, during the third anniversary of Mr. President, we have also handed over 30 duplexes to the FCT High Court. What we're doing today, like the ESFCDA has said, is not just here. If you're going to the villa where you have the fire service station, there's another project ongoing there, the same way, and then in Gariki, so that will accommodate a lot of our magistrates, and so that they'll be able to carry out their jobs the way they should. And it's very important that so many people have criticized government of providing accommodation and offices for the judiciary. Let me say clearly, FCDA is primarily concerned for public buildings in Abuja. Virtually all public buildings are built by the Federal Capital Development Authority, be it INEC, be it that Supreme Court just sit there, just all done through the FCDA. So there's nothing new that we are doing now other than the responsibility given to the Federal Capital Development Authority. And so what is important is that people who have opportunity to make sure that those who are assigned responsibilities to carry out their duties are given the enough support and the facilities to work. It's not only criticism that will help us. Let us, for some time, support the system, and so that we'll say that the judicial system is doing their best. They are human. They cannot, there's nothing anybody can do. Sometimes see where they are living and they are going to work. Look at the traffic. And then when they close work, see how they'll be going back. It's not easy. So, my Lord, they are sure that under the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, all these things will be a thing of the past. And I commend you for the support. In fact, our revenue generation increased because of the support of the FCT High Court. So I thank my Lord, the CJ, for putting every machinery to enhance our revenue generation. And so we want to continue to partner with you. Do not relent, whatever you think. The IT system we're introducing to the FCT will make sure that that job is concluded so that this manual recording will have to end. It's very, very tedious, very, very tedious. Somebody sits down one place for more than 7 hours writing. You can imagine what it looks like. So all these things will be a thing of the past, and we pray that you will use it very well. On this note, let me invite my Lord the Chief Judge and his brother judges and magistrates and all of our leaders to join us as we lay the foundation of these 3 magistrate court buildings, one in Jabi, one in Asokoro, and one in Gariki. Thank you, and God bless you.
Based on surrounded by top-level members of the Judiciary in the FCT High Court, the Chief Judge, Representative, and his brother judges. And to witness our magistrates of the FCT High Court, members of the FCT top leadership, we call for a photo opportunity at this time to remember this moment in history. Photo opportunity at this time to show that this event has taken place in a moment of history. A picture at this flag-off ceremony of the construction of the Magistrate Court in Jabi District. Time now for the national anthem. This flag off has now come to an end. My name is Eugenia Abu. It has
All right, that was the official flag off ceremony for the construction of a magistrate court in Jabi District by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. The project is one of several being commissioned this week to expand infrastructure and public service delivery across the FCT.